stops, no one knows. We're going down. We're going down. We're going down. We're going down. Do you dare to follow me down? Head into the unknown.
Well, hello. This is amazing, you guys. Like I have tears. What are you doing? Gifting so many memberships. Thank you so much, everybody. Oh, that is so nice. I'm kind of excited. I got a I got I got suggestions for membership live for December, and I'm gonna go through the ideas with you guys, but now gifting memberships, that's my thing. I gift memberships. Thank you so much. That's so nice of you guys. I don't know everybody that got them. I could probably, I'm not sure. So I know that Nurse got one. I saw that one. Nurse 2112. Drippy, Lizette, Cindy B, Sailor Moon, Christy Hardwood, and Missy Ledger or Leger. Thank you so much. And make sure you guys thank McMack for sure. I saw that one. And Marie Antoinette, so kind. Jane Vanderbeck, thank you. And I think, oh, Marie Antoinette and McMack are having gifting wars. It's so kind, you guys. Thank you so much. And Jane and McMack with your super stickers, I think they are super chats. Thank you so much. That is so kind. It's shocking, so kind. And I'd like to give a shout out to Roots Strength, who put $20 in for the food hampers, the Christmas hampers, and Wolfie, who also will be donating $20 to the Christmas hampers. Thank you all so much. You're very generous. You're very kind. It's so nice. I love giving, and I love receiving, and the gifted memberships is paying it forward for sure. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Some ideas for membership lives, and I think they're really cute ideas because we don't want to hide information behind a paywall, like pertinent information to the case behind any kind of paywall. But members deserve something special. So I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say who gave the ideas, but a viewer made a suggestion to me for me to reach out to the school principal to maybe find out just fun little facts about Jack and Lily, like from their teachers or whatever, just things that they liked. And then I can also reach out to their family just little tidbits maybe that we don't know. And then do kind of like this is my own spin on the idea, but like a 12 days of Christmas. We'll start a little bit early, like around the 9th or 10th, because I know people take Christmas off, and I will be taking a few days off around Christmas as well. But then just every time we do a live stream, we'll do like a fun little fact about Jack and Lily and Darius, just to keep their names out there and to personalize them a little bit more. They're not just a storyline, these are children, and they were out there somewhere. And that's what this is all about. So Mhm. Thank you so much. We're going to say our hellos. Mary, hi. And Wolfie is here. Thanks for being here, Wolfie. Hey, Lynn Mac and McMac. Gone to work, but thank you so much for the super chat and the memberships. It's so very kind. Thank you so much. Marie Antoinette, again, thank you so much for everything. Amy 007, 0077. Hi, thanks for being here. Angelina. Hi, Angelina. I'm terrible with sounding out names. I'm so sorry. I'll be watching on the TV. Hopefully, it's not a big screen TV. Thank you very much for being here. I can't even figure out how to chat from my smart TV. I generally watch YouTube from my TV too, and I'll have my phone if I want to join chat, which is like 90% of the time because that's why I watch YouTube is to engage with you guys. But yeah, I don't know how to chat on my TV. Hey, Countryside Wildflowers and Carrie HS. Mary, good to see you. Roots, yay. Nurse, hi. And Jane, sending love and light. Hopefully, we'll get some answers. I can almost feel it. Something is stirring. Hey, Shar Squisha. Is your name Charmaine? If it is, it's a very pretty name. Just kidding. Probably Charlene or something. My sister's name, Charlene. Who else do we have? Seawood, hi. Again, thank you so much, Jane. And McMac, thank you. Hey, Lynn, thanks for being here. Mary, so if the RCMP dismissed the vehicle on the road on May 2nd, do they dismiss the children being on the road? No proof in videos, in my opinion. I mean, we just don't know what they know. And hopefully, you love the snow. You need to move here because we got a ton of snow and it's about to get super cold. We got one day of mild weather at, balmy -10 before we go into the deep freeze here. So, been watching true crime TV all day. Me too, but I was watching the Brian Walsh trial on Court TV. That guy is a monster. Who else? If I miss anybody, I'm sorry. I'm just, this whole gifting thing has made me a little emotional today. Yes, I hope you all take mental breaks from these cases. They are very heartbreaking and can mess with you mentally. They really, really, really can. They really can. It's definitely a dark world to live in. So you need to find, even though there's no levity in any of this information, it's okay to smile with each other and to be grateful and appreciate each other. And that's the importance, I think, of these communities. I never got the whole YouTube allure like for a long time, but then when you get involved in a specific community and if you fit well and you all jive together really well, it becomes like a second family. And it's super important to have that sense of belonging when you're dealing with such dark topics. Just a heads up, Ian, his day is kind of messed up, so he's going to be home. I gotta go out of here for like 5 minutes, but I got Mike MX video to play. But we're gonna go through the document today. We're gonna go through the whole thing today. I don't care how long it takes. But so Seawood actually sent me that podcast about Jack and Lily today. And I listened to it and it brought back so many memories for me. I can tell that they're not brand new, but they're a newer podcast and they're doing so well. And I have to tell you, there's nothing like realizing when you're listening back to an episode when it's on iTunes or something, and you're like tens of thousands of people have access to this now, and you're listening to your voice back, and it's it's not easy. It's not easy. So I love what they're trying to do, and I think it's great, and I did reach out to them after I listened, and I invited them to come on sometime and discuss the case. Oh, look, here's Ian now. Oh, with my thank you.
Sponsored by McDonald's.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. I'll be out in a minute. So I went and I got myself I told you guys, my McDonald's soda. And I walked in the door and I went to go pet Carly and the thing fell all over the floor. So I texted him and asked him to bring me one. Anyways, Mom's on mics. I asked them to come on and discuss this case, Jack and Lily's case, and also Darius's case. They've done a podcast on both. So it's pretty good. And conversation is important. That's what I said in my invite. You know, as information dries up, we need to work harder to keep their names out there. So I've invited them to come on and hopefully they will oblige. Because I think podcasting is not for the faint of heart, for sure. I don't know if you all thought, have you ever listened to your voice on like a cassette back in the day or something? You're like, is that my voice? Try doing that and realizing and seeing like thousands of people are listening to you, and it's like, after a while you get over it because people still listen. And then you get the people that'll they'll send you an email, and one of them said, one of you sounds very intelligent, but the other one needs to go back to school or something. Just keep it to yourself. It's so rude, you know. Ori, hey, thanks for being here. And Addie, hi Tammy. Nature walks. Is it black or gray button? For what? Picto Bub. I love that name. I actually like calling men Bub when I'm playfully mad at them. Hey, Bub. Yes. Yes. I can still feel the little lump in the. It's very nice. Thank you all so much. Feel like a YouTuber. Donna, hi. Good to see you. It's weird when you guys say good evening. It's literally 2:00 here at 2:30. Hey, Damien. Showing our love, and I mean, the feeling is so mutual. Like I said, this community is very important to me, and I was thinking, like, is there a better community out there? But honestly, a lot of you I've met in other channels, and I think that this Jack and Lily case, as dark as it is, and as terrible as some people are, um, there are so many giving, loving, caring people in this community throughout all the channels, just starving for information. So we go wherever the information is, right? So, but there's so many people, and even the ones that don't donate memberships or money, they donate their time. And like Ori, she's the one who I sent the toys to, the Amazon order, and she's the one that's taking them to the toy drives. And the radio, I think it's a radio drive. They're going to do a shout out to our community. And Squid, she went to go pick up the winter coats and boots and ski pants and all that stuff, and it came to a little bit over what I had sent, and they donated that, and then drove them to Pictou and met up with a friend of mine, McKiffin, who picked them up and took them to the school. So there's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes that people are just donating their time, donating their money, and it's all such a great community that we're in. So thank you, everybody. Look at me. I need a Kleenex. Hey, Bev. And Cindy, hi. Thanks for being here. Hey, look at you, Nurse. You're green. And Drippy is green. Nice. Mama G, thanks for becoming a member. 5 Countryside Wildfire. I can't see who got those, but thank you so much, Countryside. If you got a membership from Countryside, please say thank you. You guys picked up Bob, thank you. Hey, Betty Knight. Finally caught alive. I'm glad you're here. I think I said hi to you, Tammy Burke. Thanks for being here. Oh, look, Damien's green, Shy green. Shabir Mamad. Hey, Missy, how are you? Big fan of your show from the first time. I so appreciate you. You beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. It's very sweet. Did Addie get one? Thank you for gifting those memberships, Countryside. That's so kind of you. Hey, Henry. I'm just going to be listening. Thank you for being here. Roots. Yes, very amazing. Thank you. Um, so many beautiful souls. Hey, April and Nana, great to see you. Hi, Shai. Thank you so much for that. That's very nice. Gren, good to see you. I was wondering, I keep seeing you in replay comments. And Wolfie the Friendly Ghost will still be forever. I don't know what that means. Must be an inside joke. Love the idea. Good. And I think it's a sweet idea, just like I said. Because these are real people, real children, real families, and they deserve to be humanized. They're not just a storyline. Thank you so much. A lot of you love the idea. I'm so glad. You must do a story of South Africa kids getting kidnapped a lot. It's sad. South African kids, really? Email me. I'll look into it. My email is taken across the bottom. Go ahead, and if you have, like, any kind of content or anything that I can listen to, that works best because I'm a very, very busy person. I don't really have time to sit down and read a lot. That's why we're gonna go through the document together today. Because even though I was able to go through the Sebastian Rogers one, so I know what she's done, I haven't been able to dig into, Jack and Lily's document. So we're gonna do that together today. Shenanigans is listening. Thanks for being here. Great live today. House music and okay, hi. Mm, this is your first live? Oh, well, thanks for being here. Acadian girl, hey, just me is here. Hi, Charmaine. Going to be eating your dinner. That's actually heads up. That's what I have to do. I have to go because men, they're not capable of taking a meatloaf out of the oven, so I have to go take it out of the oven, put it on a plate, give him a fork, make sure he eats. Pam Taylor, thank you for being here. You enjoy the channel as well as Shenanigans. Thank you so much. Prayers for Jack and Lily. Absolutely. Dark Knight. Here you are again. Cody and his mom will be soon caught. Those watching the kids while YouTube losers push hate on Daniel. Bye, Dark Knight. I'm sure you're already gone. 5. Oh, Damien, thank you so much. If you guys got those, say thank you to Damien. That's so kind. Thank you. I have to pay it forward. That's so nice. Thank you, Missy. Thank you so much. That's very sweet. No, Shenanigans got one. Good. Hopefully I can catch everybody that got one. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Hey, new here. Hello. Hey, thanks for being here. Oh, yeah, yeah. 1976. So you're Gen X. You're my crew. You found a new home. Um, who else? Tammy. We're getting around 30 centimeters before tomorrow and Wednesday here in Pictou. I don't know how much we're supposed to get, but it wasn't calling for snow. And when I went out today, it was like a blizzard. It was crazy. And it only lasted like 5 minutes. Was Belinda here? Did I miss Belinda? Did I say hi to Betty Knight? You guys. Sissy Cat, hi. So I don't know, like I never hope for rain in the wintertime up here because that just means black ice, super slippery. Oh, just pass me right the hell up, Charmaine. I did not. I did not. I called you out because you haven't been here very much. You're always in replay comments. Everybody loves the snow. Y'all are crazy. Suppose you like skiing and stuff too? I don't know, that's not my thing. I prefer a boat on a lake with hot sun. That's my jam. You will come shovel if you can make it snow about 50. What? That's offensive, Marie. Where is Belinda? You guys are all saying hi to Belinda. I don't see Belinda. Hi, Ken. Again, Gren. You because you know what my memory's like. I'm on to you because you almost had me there. Yes, well, you guys, what he didn't tell you is I didn't have time to go get another one for myself because I was busy doing his driver's orientation because his driver didn't do his orientation before he got in the truck. So Ian texted me and asked me if I would do it. So this is his bribe. So it's a good man right there. Yeah. You hate your voice? Don't say that. You get used to it. And if people listen to you, you start to think maybe it's not so bad. Heather Marie, thank you for being here. And Allison, hi. You're not late. We're 21 minutes in and I've cried. I've laughed. I'm not even done my hellos. Hey, Sharon chat, love and light to everyone. Have you heard of the Sebastian Rogers case? Yes. I wasn't on Sunny's channel all that often with Sebastian, but when she first started covering it, and a fellow named Adam and we were covering it, and then life got too busy for me. Thankfully, Melissa stepped in with her mind and her organization skills and built that document. And yeah, I mean, that was meant to be, absolutely. Melissa she stepped in and took my spot when I wasn't able to, but she is much better for Sebastian awareness than I would have been for sure. And it also encouraged her to start her own channel. She doesn't do a whole lot on her channel, but she does have that platform. You're doing so amazing. Keep up what you're doing. You'll be huge soon, in my opinion. Love you. Thank you so much. You see, you haven't been around very much. I hope you're doing well. 5:30 dark. It gets dark here at 4 o'clock. Stupid usernames now. I hate that I can't use my real one. Like your real one or your fancy font real one. I don't think she's blocked anybody, but I don't see her either. Glenda, if you're in the chat, like spam chat so we can see you. Maybe somebody's just saying hi, thinking that she'll be in replay, which is totally possible. Mm, yeah, yeah. Me and you both. Did I miss anybody? Am I skipping over? Hey, I think I said hi to Becca. I am still finding it hard to believe that 2 kids went missing and no clues were found of either of them. I would have thought the backpack or more footprints or something. Yeah. Yes, close to Summer Wells. That TBI, I think, is at the center of the scrutiny of those investigations. Just the facts. Good to see you. Hey, Carol. Allison again. Trail hiker. Hi. Tammy Cruz. Good to see you. Missy. Thank you. Thank you so much. Charmaine just ignoring the fuck out of me today. See, I mean, you guys, he knows what my memory is like, so he's messing with me on purpose. Prayers, Daniel will overcome the darkness and be brought to the light. May Spirit touch his heart and lead him to make right what was done out of fear. Give him the courage of a lion. Okay. I appreciate everybody here too, because as much as I sit here and do this, yes, I'm constantly on my email, my messenger, and I'm making calls and stuff, and I'm trying to dig in, but you spend time looking at stuff and sending me stuff, and you guys put in the work too. So the feeling is absolutely mutual, and I don't think that we would be as successful as we are if it wasn't for you guys. That's just the truth. Jocasta, that's what I'm saying. Jocasta, sorry. We did this yesterday. You'd say something and I'd be like, "What are you talking about?" And then you didn't say anything, and then you said something else that was kinda cryptic, but just kinda open-ended. Can we not play that game today? Can if you want, but yeah, 7 months tomorrow. What do you guys wanna do tomorrow? Your super sticker did show up. Yeah, I've been in a bad headspace lately, getting out of my funk. Well, I don't know how anybody can help you, but you're always welcome here, and it's not a fun place to be, but I like to think it's a friendly, warm community to be in. Love for Henry. I have bad eyes too, getting worse. It's hard for me to keep up when chat starts flying, but this is a beautiful community and glad to be here. Eh, People who aren't members, like if you were to put slow mode on, you have to wait like 30 seconds or even sometimes 2 minutes before you can type a message if you're not a member. And I know from experience how annoying that would be. And I don't think that we're quite there yet. Like, I understand why sometimes Clutch the Pearls does because he gets like 1,000 viewers at once, but I can't see me doing that if chat is too quick for you. Um, Let me know and I could try to figure out how to slow it down. But yeah. CJTL, thank you for being here. And Colleen, hi. You're awesome too. Thank you for being here. And I did one of my papers for sociology, I assume, on SA children who get stolen from families and indoctrinated into militant groups. Oh, that's dark. Mhm. Another grandkid on the way, second trimester. I've already called it before the 20-week mark. When they reveal the gender, my crystal ball says it's a girl this time. I think girls carry, can't remember. I want to say girls carry more to the front, boys carry more to the back. Trying to think of my daughter because she had a girl and then a boy. Well, she had a boy and then a girl and then a girl and a boy. Pretty sure boys are to the back, girls are to the front. Didn't even see that one. Hey, Diesel. Um, Delia Triolio. I'm sorry. I said it before. I suck with sounding names out, but I'm really thankful that you're here. You love your husband? Talk about him nicely? Don't say anything bad about Ian. I bought a T-shirt just for him. For you guys, for him. It says, "Sorry about my husband." And he's not my husband. It was just a funny shirt. Hey, Cindy Clark, good to see you. Did I say hi to Diesel? I meant to. Hey, Blue. And Jack and Lily going missing like that has become my biggest fear. My son is so close to Jack's age and has autism and is a flight risk. I left ground search and rescue years ago and wanted to be out there so badly. Cases like this really, really affect parents and grandparents vitrally. When Darius went missing, he's from Lethbridge, and that's where my daughter and my grandkids live. And I was like, man, that's close to home. Big nor'easter coming to Nova Scotia. Mm, Now you're working with Please Bring Me Home whenever they come to Nova Scotia. That's awesome. Gen X, we absolutely do. Do we know Dark Knight? No, I don't know who it is, but I just I don't know what to say to these people. And even I know that during our live stream yesterday, and I don't know this for a fact, you guys, but it makes me shudder to think that something Belinda had told us might have not been accurate, but to the point where Durwood had to call her. I can only imagine I don't know, but I can only imagine if Belinda got something wrong, how he would have treated her. And it's not a good thought. I love snow for 5 minutes. You know what? I want snow on December 23rd, 24th, 25th, and then go away. That's it. That's it. I think I've said hi to everybody. I'm seeing a lot of doubles, and everybody is so kind and so nice to everybody. So I'm going to go ahead and get Ian's dinner on the table. I'm going to play this. Oh, man. Thank you for being here. It's mentally exhausting. Thanks for being here, Cranky. You guys are good in chat to talk amongst yourselves, but I've got this video. I wanted to play it yesterday. Let me 6-minute Mike MX video. So yesterday he had 817 subscribers when we started, and guess how many he has now? Let me put it up. Oh, get rid of this. 907. And I thank you guys for that. And again, if you have not subscribed to Mike MX, let's try to get him to 1,000 and encourage him to put these amazing thoughts that he has into longer videos, because just like Hunter S. True Crime, some people just have the mind, the inquisitive mind, and the ability to verbalize their thoughts in such a, I think, fantastic way. Know that I never miss a video. Good. Oh my gosh, I'm coming, Ian. I'm coming right now. Okay, here we go, you guys.
Okay, going for another little walk, and again thinking of Jack and Lily. And in yesterday's video, I indicated I was going to do a lot of checking along Montreal Road, as in virtual checking, as in looking at every photo that the Google car took on that 10-kilometer stretch. So it's about 1,000 photos,
Thanks for being
checking
here.
both sides of the road as good as I could. And it's time consuming. On and off, it probably took maybe up to 3 hours, something like that. And what could I find? I couldn't find a whole lot. It's actually a very clean road, in fairness. Very little rubbish on it. There would be some forestry and some out of the way places, like lonely type places where a person could pull in and dispose of something they didn't want. Probably 5 places like that along that stretch of road. Which is the same probably for most roads around the area. And over the coming weeks, I will be taking roads at random and checking them in a similar way, going to the lengths of looking at all the footage from the Google car to see, is there anything, looking for any clue, as in boots, children's clothes, anything like that, the backpack. And I'd say I'm not the only one, because people in the comments section have said they're going to do the same thing, and I don't doubt them for a minute. It is a quiet time in Jack and Lilly's case, and this happens from time to time. And a lot of people are waiting on the next unredactions in the documents. And the various parties don't want certain things out. And that kind of gives indications as to the way they're thinking. And things as well tend to crop up in times like this, as in people tend to get aggravated with one another. Even creators and stuff. And I did notice something strange, as in Kent Corbett, who has been an advocate, who is an advocate for the children, put a lot of effort and his time into the search for Jack and Lilly. And on the Drunk Turkey show, he was in the comments maybe 2 days ago. And I'll quote his written comment. I think a lot of people may be shocked when and if the truth comes out. And to me, when I read that, that was very strange. It's almost as if there's a bit of a knowing type thing there, as in insider knowledge kind of thing. I don't think that's the case. I think it's just Kent. It's just Kent thinking and probably a bit frustrated with everything, from what I can gather. And he follows that comment up a short while later, and I won't give the full comment, but I'm not taking it out of context. But he was answering another commenter. And he says, with everything else pointing that they're not on or were around the property deceased, you got to start looking at other stuff. And like, his message there is clear, to be looking elsewhere. But I'll say, like, from the very start, I had probably a very open mind when it comes to what happened to the children. Very open, as in they've walked away type open mind. And for a long time, I had that. But I kept on reviewing that position, and then could see there was deception creeping in a major way. And that changed my mind. And when the documents dropped, that confirmed it for me. And everything else, the lies, the deception, stories that just do not make sense, it's more than enough confirmation to me that something very bad happened to the children. So no amount of narrative steering is going to work on me. And anyway, I'm going to keep on looking. And I may say where, but I'll be looking as good as I can. From here, 4,000 kilometers away, using the internet and Google, trying to help to find Jack and Lilly for the people that care and want them back. And I'll leave it there. Take care. Good luck.
So, like I said, I think he does really good work. He has some good thoughts, and he's able to kind of organize them and present them in a way with a voice that just calms your soul, I think. And the accent is pretty cool too. What's going on in chat? What is this? Shy, thank you so much. Did I already say thank you for these? Are these new? Missy, again, I think those are new. Thank you so much, you guys. Hi, Sharon. Who else? Hey, Brandy. I can't go too far up because I'm already way behind in chat as usual. Hey, Justin. I said hi to you before, but hi again. Thanks for being here. And Bonnie Randall, thanks for being here. I don't want to get started on the document until Ian has gone. So just the facts. Remains community, what about it? Are we talking sweet nothings about Charmaine's community? Thought you were just watching, Ben, or listening. Not that I don't love you in chat, but you know what I mean. My luck, I'd slip and slide down a hill off path, or a bear would come and get me. Same. Same. Yes, I don't know. I got too terribly far back. Remains community post. Okay, yes. That was Ruth's idea. Let's look at that real quick. Okay. I believe I can do that from here. I can go to my community and put it up here. And so, oh, just a sec. I'm trying to move stuff on my StreamYard screen. It doesn't work like that. Okay. This is the one. If you don't know, we're always wondering what can we do to help make a difference, like make a real meaningful difference. Like, is there anything that we can do as the public? And the answer is not really, other than make a little bit of noise. And no, we're not looking to, harass or demean or anything, the RCMP. We just want more information. And it doesn't have to be pertinent information to the investigation, but even come out and tell us when things are just flat wrong, to stop some of the harmful accusations being thrown, especially right now. It's terrible. So anyways, Roots is the one that drafted this letter template. And just from this point on, can you guys see my mouse where it says your name, your address, phone number, email? Just from this point on, you can copy and paste into a Word document and just fill in your name and email it to justmin@novascotia.ca. And it says, Dear Minister Armstrong, I am writing to express deep concern regarding the ongoing disappearance of Lily and Jack Sullivan. It has now been 7 months since these two children were reported missing, and the prolonged absence of answers has caused profound distress for their families and the wider community. We fully recognize that investigations of this nature. Okay, bye. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, Ian's leaving. We fully recognize that investigations of this nature are complex and that certain information cannot be disclosed publicly in order to protect the integrity of the investigative process. The discretion is understood and respected. However, the limited communication from the RCMP over these many months has left families and community members feeling unsupported and increasingly anxious. The absence of timely, substantive updates has also contributed to the spread of unfounded and harmful rumors, creating further emotional strain and diminishing public confidence in handling of this case. Given the gravity of the situation, I respectfully request that your office work to ensure more consistent, transparent, and considerate communication regarding the status of the investigation within the limits of what can be responsibly be shared. Clear and proactive updates would provide reassurance that every available resource is being utilized and that finding Lily and Jack remains a priority. Thank you for your attention to this urgent and deeply sensitive matter. The families and communities affected deserve updates and leadership during this difficult time. Yours sincerely, your name goes here. I think that that is a fantastic idea. And thank you, Roots, for writing that very well written template for everybody to take. And the idea behind it was to have Scott's email kind of flooded with this for December 2nd. So if you're able to do it, try to do it today or tomorrow. It's kind of a 7-month push. You know what I'm saying? We're not looking to harass. We don't want to, compromise the public trust in the RCMP any more than they're doing themselves at this point, right? So if you're able to and you want to, that's something you could do that might make a difference. So thank you, Root Strength, for your time and your meaningful effort. I think it's a bit more than Kent just being Kent. I think Kent has been talking to Durwood too much. He said before he started talking to him daily. I can't in good conscience comment on that. I don't want to speak negatively of Kent, and so I will not speak of Kent right now. I'm still upset. Where's Mike walking in videos? In Ireland. I think it's fantastic. Do I think Kent is innocent when it comes to these babies? Yes. Do I think he needs to shut up? Also, yes. Will that fit on a t-shirt? Have to keep looking until there is nowhere left to look. Right. 100%. And I'm trying to, not actively right now, but I intend to take a trip to Pictou in the spring. If we're still looking, me and somebody else we are truly looking to plan a trip out there so that we can be there to support the community and to partake in some searches and just to show our support. And I've always wanted to see Nova Scotia. Mike got a lot of flack online during the Sebastian case. People accused him of being Chris or SF Investigates. It was wrong. He's not SF Investigates. Are you talking about this Mike? Irish Mike? Some people are stupid. Thank you, Mike. It makes your voice is so calming. I love the view. And when you have a voice like that and then the accent and you can listen to it and it's information that you want, I think it's awesome. Can't lie, he makes me sleepy. Yes, he does. And that's why I said yesterday it's a really great one to listen to if you're just crawling into bed and you like listening to something to fall asleep to. That's the guy. I've heard that as well. I think it's I have a very bassy. I had somebody when we were covering Delphi, she would come in and she would tell me that I was her SMR or something, whatever that was. And I remember I Googled it and I was like, I don't think I'm that, but it's nice. It's a nice compliment, especially when, like I said earlier, when you go through what I went through when I first started podcasting and I'm listening to it going, oh my God, this is terrible. And then people compliment. It's nice. Again, not 100%, much better, not 100%, but still coughing. Harry Bailey, thanks for being here. And I think I said hi to Sharon, but thank you so much. I have to check out the letter and join it in it. This is Root Strength. I'm just putting it out there for her. She had the amazing idea and the ability to write that awesome letter. Template. Make sure you put your own name in it because you don't want sincerely your name to go. A letter like that should be sent to Sean Fraser, the Attorney General of Canada and Justice Minister. He is our MP, and Jack and Lily. Okay, that's good to know. Do you have his email address? Unfortunately, you can't post a link or an email address in the chat, but you could like spell it out without putting like the dot gmail, whatever. You could spell it out for us and like send it everywhere. Send it wherever it'll make a difference. Hi, Peggy. What'd you miss? A whole bunch of crying and laughing and thank yous. A lot of gifted memberships. Blew my mind today. Just got me emotional. Hi, Charmaine. Thank you for continuing to find justice for Lily and Jack. I appreciate you. Your dedication to finding answers is wonderful. I enjoy hearing your videos. Keep searching for the truth. It's all that matters, right? I don't know what happened. I don't know who was involved or who knows more, but I know somebody does. At least one other person does. And I was trying to appeal to them passive aggressively yesterday that we are in Canada and whatever penalty you would face is not it is not bad enough for you to live with this on your conscience for the rest of your life. Fess up now, make a deal, and be out in 8. You just have to copy and paste it. I love that. I'm a shark. You are a hell of a lot more benevolent than me. Somebody Google benevolent. I'm just kidding. I know. Okay, listen, you guys. I am human, and I am a ginger, and I have a temper, and I am judgmental. The only difference is because of my, I guess, like my career choice, and just the habit building behavior that I've been forced to practice for the better part of 30 years now. I have the ability to compartmentalize my judgments and present out of my mouth most of the time. Sometimes no, but I can control what comes out of my mouth at this point. But don't get me wrong. I mean, if you want to know what I really think, send me a message. You're glad I'm not judgmental. I will not ever bring you anything that's not if that's not based in fact, and if it's not the absolute truth, I will guarantee you that I know the person that I'm saying said it. I'm not gonna say, "Well, I heard that so and so said this to so and so." That's no. I can say Daniel told me this. Now, do I know that what Daniel told me is the truth? No. And I'm very clear about that, but I'm never gonna purposely mislead anybody. That's not going to help. I have friends, most of them in Cape Breton. I would say probably at least a dozen friends that live in Cape Breton. And I've wanted to go. I really wanted to go to Celtic Colors, but I've heard it changed a lot since COVID. But anyways, I will get there this spring. Hi, Shark Caught Alive. Thank you. I need to Kent t-shirt to go with my dunce cap tattoo. This case is doing me in. Every time I think I'm doing something good, I realize I'm a pawn in someone's games. That's kind of why I'm gonna say a lone wolf, but I'm not. I don't belong to any. Okay, that's a lie. I belong to one private Lily and Jack group. I never visit it. I can count on one hand the people that I get information from. I get information from all over the place, but the trusted information, I can count on one hand the people that I trust to give me information that is worth sharing with you guys. And like I said, not all of it is true, but I can truly tell you where I got it from. ASMR, that's it. Think I have run fair share. I always flown, but this time I'm going train, see my family in Pictou County. Oh, cool. You have family there. When are you going? Mike should do an ASMR video. Mm. Um, Having said that, does anybody want to be like my bodyguard from Durwood when I'm there? Because, I'm not afraid of them, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. I have friends. I'm not scared of them. The Premier of Nova Scotia is also from Pictou, as well as federal MP Sean Fraser. They could also be included in the letters being sent. Please, you guys, if you have these contacts, let me know. I will put them in the community, and as many letters that can go out to as many of these people as possible. That would, I mean, I think it would be great, especially if they read them and they were bombarded for December 2nd. 7 months, you guys. Hey, Mary, I need to apologize to you because yesterday, I think it was yesterday, I was like, let me know when you get your bracelets. They have to go all the way to Nova Scotia. No, they don't. They have to go all the way to Australia. So that's why it's taking longer. So I apologize for saying that you were in Nova Scotia. I just not feeling the best this week. We'll have a small meet and greet. I think we should have a huge, huge get together. Not just a vigil. We need to have a huge meet and greet, a walk. We'll go see the bench. We will go everywhere that we can go. We will raise as much awareness as we can, and hopefully we're not still looking for them when I come. This case has broken my heart, and I can't imagine how many more children there are who are, yeah. Every time I pass a toy department in a store, I want to buy Lily a new LOL doll and Jack a bug kit. We we finally received the LOL doll that we bought off of Amazon, and I'm trying to think the best place for it to go in Lily's name. If anybody has any suggestions, let me or Ori know. Because the dinosaur kit did go to the radio toy. I can't remember, but it did go to like a Secret Santa radio drive, I believe. Well, thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Okay, guys. Do we think it's time to get into the document? Like fucking an hour in. I can't apologize enough. Yeah, you have to be on a computer to give memberships. I learned that through Sunny's channel. I was gifting like 5 memberships every single live stream, and then I started watching from my phone, and I couldn't do it. So, hey, Aaron, thanks for being here. CJ, thank you. British pounds, thank you. That's cool. Thank you. So, Kent, I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm a 5-star hang. Cat. And I'm sure there are like places that we can go to, take in all the East Coast, like fish and chips and all the good spots. So, I mean, we'll plan something and we'll do it. I know you will be. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be good. Hey, Belinda. Belinda Believes here. Yeah, we'll make the Shar posse something. We'll be the we'll be the gang. What did Kent say or do? Nothing specifically. He seems to be everywhere and in some people's opinion for all the wrong reasons. And I think it depends on how you feel about Durwood because it's very much along the same lines. So when you come down, I have your back. I can show you the search areas, etc. And if you join the Please Bring Me Home search, I hope you're on my team. I get into the rough terrain though. Like I'm a lady, and by then I'll be 52. And so I'll be your safety watch all day long. All day long. But everybody's volunteering. We'll get like vests made. We'll have our own group. And I guess maybe we can get like Clutch Them Pearls to come too. Be careful if you're around those creatures. I think they're truly dangerous. Eh, they're still human beings. And I mean, you have to be pretty sneaky to get one past me, honestly. You do. Um, I'm not worried. I know that misogynistic bigots have no problem decking a woman, and I would hate to have to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? Just coming in and had to work late. When are we all meeting up? Like in the spring. Sometime in the spring. Premiere, okay? Guys, got this? Premiere at novascotia.ca. That is Tim Houston's email. That's from what I understand, the LOL doll was the one that was the longest to deliver. So I will double check, but I'm pretty sure everything is in now. Pretty sure everything is in. I don't think they do that. They don't want any kind of memorial for Jack and Lily. They, and I get it, but they look at it as though it would be triggering to some of the kids. And I mean, I get it. Hi, Shirley. Thanks for being here. Thank you. Fish fry? Yes. The only thing that I'm not into is what's it called? It's really big in Newfoundland, but it's the salted beef cabbage boil. No, thank you. I will live on lobster the whole time. Peggy, thank you so much. I've heard the pizza there is to die for too. So I mean that it's gonna be good. Actually, I was told that Seawood by one of the biggest bullies out there said that he was more afraid of him than anything. He was more afraid of me than anything, just because the podcaster, YouTuber, whatever, and that was before our epic falling out. Are you talking to me? You're so young, value your time. I do. But you know what happened? Like, this is every day of my life, Peggy. I go to bed and then I sleep okay sometimes and most times not. And then I wake up and then it's bedtime again. Like, my days are flying by and I don't know how to slow them down. And it's driving me nuts because I don't get to see my grandkids that often, and it seems like they're growing up without me. It's terrible. Hey, Leanne, thanks for being here. Okay. Okay. Hard pass on the front food? What's that? Is that boiled dinner thing? But or flood tongues. Mhm. You're in Newfoundland? My ex-husband is a Newfoundlandese. I bet you do. Atlantic lobster is the best. Yes. Before I went out on my own, I had this boss, and he's just this amazing human being. Okay, he was a giver, and that was before the company really grew. But anyway, we would have like employee and client appreciation every year. This one year, he flew in Atlantic lobster to Alberta during lobster season. Like it cost him an arm and a leg, but he did it, and there were like 200 lobsters. It was so good. We buy salt beef. We get it in the pail here, and because my friends, whatever, I didn't have to, but I made them a boiled dinner for a shindig we had. Mm, mm, Never again. I can't handle the smell of boiling cabbage, and I don't know anybody that could. All right. Sorry, I'm babbling today. I'm beside myself with your um, generosity. So let's try this out. I'm not sharing anything. What the heck? Oh, for Pete's sake. Bye, shenanigans. Thanks for being here. We'll catch up to you soon. Okay. Mattis Catter. I happen to know that Mattis Catter is also a very good cook, chef, whatever you want to call it. It's more than just the cabbage for me, but really, yuck. Cod cheeks and cod tongues too. Like it's just like you live in a different country or something. It's just woo. Probably no different than people here that eat prairie oysters. I do not, but I'm sure there are people in other parts of the country that think that is twisted. I think cod tongues and cod cheeks is rancid. Okay, here is the epic document that Melissa built. Blood pudding, that too. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, you're bringing back bad memories. Bad memories. My ex-husband. Yank. Okay. Rappy pie? Don't know what that is. All right. All right. She says here that the document will be updated often. I wonder if I don't think there's a way for me to download it. No, I cannot download it. It'd be nice just to put it into Adobe, but what? How? Okay, I need to focus, you guys. We need to do this. Ugh. Google it, Lynn and Gren. Google it. It's it. It's making me like dry heave. Just the thought of it. I couldn't believe it the first time I saw it. Ugh. Sorry, I had to take a couple of big swigs to get that. Ugh. I don't like peas pudding either. not at all. This is more like a members live topic though. So let's focus, you guys. Focus on the document because this is why we're here. Okay. Oh, Vegas too. Stop. Stop it. No. Uh, I'm PTSD here. Stop. Hey, true crime housewife. You came in just in time because I'm hoping we're moving off the East Coast cuisine talk. That's funny. Ugh, that's so gross. Okay, so we have introduction. I wish I could see this whole thing. Introduction of the family. Lily 6 and Jack 4, missing since May 2nd, 2025, meet the family. Here is the biological grandmother, Belinda Gray, it's Cody Cody Sullivan's mom, and we have Malaya. We know, and let's just pretend that we don't know this stuff. Both, April. They go hand in hand. Okay. Daniel Martell. There's Cindy Murray. Almost the only picture, I think, in the public of Cindy Murray. And there's a good one of Janie. Other family members that we talked about, Darren Geddes, Derwood O'Grady, Malaya's cousin through her grandma, so it's Patty's cousin. Jordan is Darren's son. Patty Pearson is Malaya's grandmother, Cindy's mother. Haley Ferdinand, which is Malaya's stepsister, which from what I understand, Haley and so Hayden is Malaya's stepbrother and they have the same dad. Haley and Hayden also have the same dad, but they all have different moms. So just kind of like a 6 degrees of separation, they are connected to Malaya, but probably grew up as stepsisters, not taking anything away from it. And Hayden, so there it is. Yeah. Emily Ogley, that's Hayden's girlfriend. Wayne McKenzie is Janie's brother. Wade Paris is Cindy's boyfriend. Ron McKenzie is Janie's brother. Justin Martell is Daniel's brother. And Meadow is the baby, as we know. And somebody asked, what about Kiki? I don't know that Kiki's information has been substantiated. I don't know for sure why Melissa did not include her in this, but if I had to guess, it's because we couldn't prove anything that she had said. Not that we don't believe her, it's just where do you find the receipts? This is all about the links and, talking about the people who we have sources for. So here's little Lily Mae Sullivan. Apparently, if I'm not mistaken, this is the shirt that she is said to have been wearing when she went missing. Date of birth, March 22nd, 2019. And then that podcast that I was listening to said that she was wearing pajama pants. So I don't know where they got that from, but I don't know. Little Jack William James Sullivan, sandy blonde hair. Date of birth, as we know, October 29th, 2020. Last seen wearing black Under Armour pants and a pull-up dinosaur boots. Favorite color, blue. Nickname, Jackie Boy. Loves his bugs, insects, and playing with his sister. We have a ton of flyers that came out over the last 7 months. And we had a big push at the beginning that we were all hanging posters all over the country. Like there were a lot of us that hung them. Here are the decals, our decals, and then the QR code on the decals. They also go to missing persons posters. So very useful. Oh, there was something else I wanted to. Hey, Cheryl, and anybody else that I've missed that snuck in. And Miss Kitty, hi. They can't decide what should do that. And I think that somebody raised a really good point. I think it was Mary that they need to go back to that proof of life video from Thursday and just tell us what they were wearing in that. Because according to Malaya, they didn't change their clothes. So. Yeah, fair enough. And we can bring it up to her for sure. Meadow will still stay in CPS custody until it is found what happened to Lily and Jack, I believe. I believe you're right. My babies are my number ones. Thanks for being here. Prayers for Lily, Jack and Lily. Lots of pictures. That's such a sweet picture. So excited with her backpack on. It's a nice family picture. He does. Jack really does look somewhat like Daniel. He does. It's strange. Poor little guy. Always with the soothers in their mouths. The backpack? We don't know. So sweet. So sweet. Oh, look at their faces. They're out there somewhere, you guys. They are out there somewhere. Aw. Baby pictures too. I mean, what can you say? They're just adorable children and they're out there somewhere. Look at. Sorry, I'm going to take this comment down. No, but I could probably get that done and submit it to Melissa to add it. I'm not 100% sure how it relates to the disappearance itself, but it would be interesting to know. So, I mean, I can look into it for sure. Hi, Joyous. I don't see you, but people are saying hi and hi, Marlene. Great to see you guys. Has any of those flyers been sent to England and the lower states? Well, I mean, they weren't sent anywhere. They were sent via email or Facebook or whatever. So I don't know if anybody from overseas printed and posted them. I'm not 100% sure if anybody in the States printed and posted them. I don't know. So I was in the store in Wentworth Ridge, and the clerk said Cindy was having a party at her place. When was that? That's true. That's true. But Belinda did say he was a very serious boy. Like he was reading. He was reading you. I'm able to understand why these people don't have a heart or a conscience. Yeah. I don't think that's the exact doll, but it definitely is an LOL doll. Okay, many people in the States had them printed. Good to know, good to know. Excellent. Look at him, so adorable. Mwah. These kids deserve so much better from their family. They truly, truly do. And I know that we don't know what Malaya is doing behind the scenes, and we don't know how she's feeling behind the scenes. But what we do know and what we can say for certain is that she's not doing anything in the public eye to maybe not even look for her kids, but to raise awareness that she wanted desperately the first day when she desperately wanted that Amber Alert. And there could be many reasons for that. And I think we're allowed to speculate on that because she's not talking. That doesn't give us the right to attack her or accuse her, but we are allowed to speculate on what we think, why she's not doing anything in the public to find her kids. Rainbow High, not LOL. Okay. Thank you, Marie. That's a really, really good idea. I'm in Amish country. I should actually post the ones I printed since a lot of kids are dumped off in these communities. I never thought of that. I just thought I was too far south. You never know. You know, if we're willing to sit here on YouTube and say we don't know where they are and anything is possible, then we should be willing to put these missing persons posters up in our own communities because you never know. I think the chances are slim, very low, but what does it hurt? So if the kids were really missing, why would Cindy and Wade have a big party shortly after? Store clerk at Wentworth told me today about the party. How shortly after? And what were they celebrating? Richard, the kids needed parents that loved them. Instead, they got black eyes. It is so, so true and sad. Here we go with the moose and the woods. Now, Lansdowne Station. Look at the cars. This looks to me like it might have been taken after the cleanup. However, no, does not. That certainly does not. So maybe I'm wrong. I wish I could. How do I zoom in? This one. Pause. What is this? You guys see my mouse? No. So over beside that car, what is all that? Is that wood? Strange looking wood. Besides Kiki, Jerkwood don't count. Not many in her family coming out for or against her. If they thought she was innocent of any wrongdoing, you'd think they would be out defending her more. And that's what I keep saying, Drippy. Like, they're the only ones, in my opinion, that can come out and put an end to some of the speculation, of the harmful speculation. This stuff here. So I know you can't see my mouse. Trying. trying and wiggling it over, but beside the car, the big hunk of whatever it is that do you guys think that's wood? Where did it come from? I don't think it's wood myself. There's a shot of the road and the driveway, so if their scent was lost at the road, that's not a short distance to have walked. So how long do you think it might take a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old to walk up there, and why did they not find any prints? Mm, could it be because they had dozens of people coming and going all day long before they even looked for prints? I need a Photoshop pic of the Psycho Bates house planted where Janie's trailer is. Hmm, that's funny. Get Canva, you can do anything. Yeah, pile of firewood, okay. It's a pile of chopped wood. Okay. I think that that was normal that Earl would bring them their firewood. You'd say it would take them about 2 minutes to walk that distance because that is not very close. And also, I would like to say if you look at where the swing set is supposed to be, like beside the chicken coop there, that's not all that close to Janie's trailer. But to me, it's a straighter shot to because the swing set would be in between the building and the chicken coop. So it's kind of a kitty corner to where Daniel and Malia's bedroom would be. I don't know. What do you think? Right, right, right. Yeah, everybody thinks this would take a couple of minutes for sure. But if they were heard playing over here, I can't help it. I call bullshit on all of it. On that whole morning timeline, I call bullshit. Because Malaya, we know, is up at 8:28 making a phone call from either the bedroom window or the kitchen window, up out of bed making a phone call, missed phone call. Then she gets back in bed. Meadow falls asleep on her arm because Daniel said Meadow was fast asleep on Malaya's arm when they woke up and realized they couldn't hear the kids. Janie gets a phone call or whatever from Ron at 8:48 and talks to him for like 2 minutes and 39 seconds. So you're talking less than half an hour for Malaya to fall back asleep hard enough with her toddler beside her to not hear her kids get up, get ready, and go out that silent sliding glass door and go outside and play near the swing sets where Janie heard them, which is about the same distance away from Janie's bedroom window, which she had wood over to keep the light out. It just doesn't jive. It doesn't jive that they didn't hear anything, right? There's no way. And then also, let's see if there's another one. She said that the pool was to go in front of the RV. Where? Where this junk is? Where the fence ends? Where? I don't, I mean, maybe right there, wherever, whatever this is, maybe that's a spot for a pool. But that's a little close to the driveway, in my opinion. And I don't know for sure. But is this where Janie and Malaya normally parked? Or do they typically drive up and park close to their homes? Do you know what I'm saying? It's weird. No lighting in driveway. In my opinion, May 1st, Westville on the way home. In my opinion, nothing else makes sense. Yes, Charade, you calling bullshit is exactly right. Their ill acts early morning hours. Then that call, the Cindy that did not get answered, blew their original alibi go to setup. In my opinion, that's why Janie had to cancel her trip to town. And then Mike also pointed something else out about Janie going searching, didn't have her phone, and she came back after the RCMP were there. The RCMP got there at 10:26, and her phone showed that she had a phone call with Ron that was 1 minute and some seconds long at, I believe it was 10:19. So who answered her phone if Janie didn't answer her phone? She didn't have her phone, and she didn't get back till after the RCMP were there. RCMP didn't get there till 10:26, but Janie answered her phone at 10:19. We can rewatch Mike's video if you want, but that's a fact. That's a fact. So Janie was awake from 6 until when? Allegedly, until just after her phone call with Ron at 8:48, and she fell back asleep till the dog woke her up and she heard the kids playing by the swings. But again, where the swings are, it's about the same distance to Janie's bedroom, which is always at the back of these RVs, to Daniel and Malaya's bedroom, which is about 3/4 of the way back their window. But there's no building in front or a piece of wood blocking the window that Janie claims to have heard the kids through. There's a straight shot to Daniel and Malaya's window. Am I wrong? I don't want to miss anything. You guys are pool would be on grass, not mud. Right. It wouldn't be anywhere near that RV. Look at all the grass on the trailer side. Why would the pool go anywhere remotely close to that RV? I call bullshit. I'm sorry. It's fucking false. Janie showed Allie from the news where it was going in front of her driveway by her windshield area. Right there. The fuck? Why would you put a pool there for children? Maybe for a dog. Why put a pool in the mud? Dirt, not fence. There was one swing in the beginning, then there were two. I'm assuming the HRD dogs would detect if anything from the pipe. They would, but my harmful speculation that I don't normally like to share is that if the kids got into drugs or something, they might not have been passed when they were taken away. And therefore, there would have been no decomp to find. And again, it's not something I like to share. That's just my own speculation as to why the HRD dogs didn't find anything, because I struggle. I find it really difficult knowing what we know about that timeline in the morning, looking at these pictures and piecing it all together doesn't make sense. So who walked them out? How did they get rid of their scent? Where are all the prints? And why change in the story? Why are we changing the story? It's bullshit. It's bullshit. That story also doesn't gel with Daniel's assertion that Malaya spirited them off. How is that possible if she felt she was fast asleep and he was the last one to see Lily, right? Janie's got a rake. Yeah. At one point, Daniel said he thought he heard Lily scream, but then a helicopter flew overhead. I would like the coordinates of where he was when he heard that. I assume he reported it to Search Command. I don't think we can assume anything, Damien. I wish he'd write me back, but he's checked out for the moment. So she didn't hear Malaya calling her mother at 8:28? I mean, how would she? She would. She's got a board over her window so the light and the sound doesn't get in. But Daniel and Malaya don't. And if I'm looking at this picture properly, you can see through any window that's on that side of the trailer, you'd be able to see that swing set. So sound travels, and if there's nothing in between something in your ear, you're going to hear it better. If you're trying to yell through a wall, it's going to be at least muffled. And when I say a wall, I'm talking about a board over your window. On the other side of a building and across a parking lot, a dirt parking lot. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. I mean, it's a shame they haven't been charged with all the lies. Yeah. 6:10 and 6:24, Janie connecting with Ron. Malaya contacting the school at 6:17, Janie up at 7, and more calls after 8, but no one saw the kids. And they all take a collective nap at or till 9:40 a.m. Why that day? We should do a Google aerial map search of February 2025 and see how they park their cars. Oh, Addie. Addie. Don't judge me. Please hold. I'm going to go into Google Maps and I'm going to punch in the address. And if I can get it, I will pull it up on screen. Please hold. Actually, while I do that, just wait. Wait. This one? No. Just wait. Hang on. Yeah, I'm gonna go to because that was interesting to me, you guys, what Mike MX said about the thing that Janie, the phone call. So I think it was like a 3-minute video. Ooh, he's got 914 subs. Thank you. You guys need to go over and sub to Mike. Let's get him up to 1,000. Anyways. These were all 1 month ago. The one that I was talking about was just yesterday. We watched Litter and Claptrap. I think it might be shit. Which one was it? Do you remember? It was called maybe Rooster. Hang on. Yep, this is the one. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna go play with maps and I'm gonna see if I can get it. But for now, let me unshare this, and then I'm gonna share Mike, and we're gonna watch that one and pay attention to what he shows. Okay, he shows Janie's phone after playing a clip of her on the news saying that she didn't have her phone. And she, at that time, the court documents hadn't been released, so she wasn't aware of exactly what time the RCMP showed up. Keep all that in mind, okay? I'm going to get rid of the comment. I'm going to go play on maps. I'm going to find it, and then meantime, watch this.
We had planned on doing a detailed timeline of what Janie did on Friday, the 2nd of May in the morning. But there's really no point in going into great detail because the story is made up. There's not a lot of truth in it. And you probably know what I'm going to get at, but you may not know where you heard it. But it's one of the major inconsistencies of the many inconsistencies of the Friday timeline. I'll go through it now. Janie met Malaya in the yard in front of the camper about 10 a.m. Malaya made the phone call to the RCMP at 10:01. And Janie got her boots on, her coats on. She started walking up to the back road and that. She heard the sirens of the RCMP vehicles coming. And she met Daniel up there. And she has said that on a few different occasions. And Daniel has wrote that down. So both of them are consistent in saying they met each other on that back road. And Janie wouldn't go with him in the vehicle. She wanted to search some more. So Daniel drove back down the lane, the back road, back to the trailer where he met the RCMP. And that was just after 10:27 a.m. Janie made her way back down as well on foot. And she got back after that time. And as she says, she doesn't know what time that was because she didn't have her phone with her. And that information is all actually in the one CBC video where she says she didn't have her phone with her, but yet she took a call from Ron at 10:19 a.m. when she was out walking. So the two things can't happen at the one time. So there's a lie there. I'll just show you on the CBC interview.
I rode back down here and came back up the same spot. I went back into the house by the time the cops were here. I don't know exactly what time. I didn't take my phone.
Okay, so Janie said she hadn't got her phone on her walk around from 10 o'clock till at least 10:27. And there, right there, you have audio call 10:19 a.m., 1 minute and 2 seconds. Good old Ron. So how's that for a cock and bull story? That's just one major inconsistency there. There's so many other ones in between all their statements and their spoken word. And it's just unfathomable that the RCMP just haven't cut straight through it. And like, it's a crime to lie to the police. Just for that alone, should be there should be punishments for this. It's just beyond the beyonds of these people. Anyway, I'll just leave it there. There's plenty more talk till at least 10:27. And there, right there.
So what do you think of that? Did you guys? Sorry, I was doing map time, but then Harley wanted out, and then I got distracted. But I cannot figure out how to go back in time on maps because the one right now doesn't show any vehicles there. So in my opinion, that was the audio call Janie made to her brother Ron to let him know kiddos were. Yes, yes, it is. And she said that she made that call, but she says in the interview that she didn't have her phone and she didn't get back to the property. When she got back to the property, the RCMP were there. We know that the RCMP showed up at 10:26 because of the court docs. She didn't have her phone. Then how did she make a phone call to Ron at 10:19? And we know it was a successful call because it lasted for 1 minute and 2 seconds at 10:19. She didn't have her phone. Why is she always lying? Why is she always lying? Listen again.
Audio call, 10:19 a.m., 1 minute and 2 seconds. Good old Ron. So how's that for a cock and bull story? That's just one major inconsistency there. There's so many other ones in between all their statements and their spoken word. And it's just unfathomable that the RCMP just haven't cut straight through it. And like, it's a crime to lie to the police.
I mean, do tell Travis, why does that not matter? Her saying that she didn't have her phone when she was out searching. When she got back, the RCMP were there, and then she went in and got her phone. The RCMP got there at 10:26. So if the RCMP didn't get there till 10:26, Janie got there, say, at 10:26. She made a phone call at 10:19. She had her phone. Why is she lying? How does that mean nothing? I don't get it. I don't get it. Put the document back up. So again, and Addie, if you have any idea, an easy way for me to go back in time on the Google Maps and get before the disappearance, because everything is from August now, I believe, and there are no vehicles on the one that I could find. There's the chicken coop. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Right up to the house. Okay. Daniel had, okay, wait. Had she received the call, I might say, and phone, but if she made the call, no explaining that away. It's an outgoing call. I want to hear from folks from Janie's past. Does she have a pattern of lying and getting upset when caught to try to manipulate her way out of it? Yeah, I don't know. Daniel had his phone or a phone while in the woods because he screenshot a pic of Google Maps and how he was able to get out because he was lost. "2 days for RCMP to enter the trailer. To me, she always was a big red flag." That sounds technical, Damien. Not enough evidence, otherwise there would be arrest. Absolutely. Wasn't that the second day? Hmm. I can't say I blame Malia. I don't think I would enjoy living there either. So where the barbecue is this where the pool is going? Some good carpentry there, am I right? Oh, really? That's interesting. See if you can find that. I don't remember hearing that, but according to Daniel, his mom's timeline is the gold standard in this investigation. That came out of Daniel's mouth, sure did. See there in the corner of the trailer in the background would be Daniel and Malia's room. Kind of a straight shot to that swing set. I don't know what's with all the arrows on this picture. Oh, you can see the search ribbons in this picture. Oh, it's so sad. To think of the resources and the manpower spent in that first week scouring those woods. And what is all this back here behind the fence? Just garbage. That's ominous, that white tarp looking thing. Man. Trail cam pictures. This is from the neighbor that was, man, I can't remember. And I don't think Janie's dog looked too bothered about the lady reporter being there. So we do know. How do we know? I can't remember how we know, but Justin's dog and I believe Earl's dog, one or the other was there, and that was the barker. It was the larger dog that barked. And the second door is right next to the kids' room. There was also that big scratch under Daniel's eye. Sonny and I went back and we found other pictures with him with that same mark. It's a scar, and I don't know about you, but I do have scars that sometimes they flare up, they become redder, and I think it's just an old scar. There's blankets and clothes scattered throughout there everywhere in the back. That's why I was shocked they threw Lily's blanket in the garbage. Fair enough. The amount of search ribbons and the grids in the woods is astounding. Search and rescue threw everything they had at finding Jack and Lily, and it certainly shows. But Tucker was stressed and lost his fur. Pretty fluffy. Oh, that's a big search area, you guys. It's it's a pretty big search area. And to not find a single trace of them. Handprints all over. Potential evidence, not good. Not good. That's definitely not a pull-up. It's the second search area. Please bring me home. More shots of the creeks, and they did cover a lot of ground. All the searches combined. They have looked everywhere around that property for the kids, and no trace of them. Other pictures about the case. I want an Amber Alert for my children. I want my babies home. My children are not shy to strangers and will go with anyone. They don't understand stranger danger. At this point, they may have been taken. Please send an Amber Alert now. And from what I understand, she deleted that. And then here's the vulnerable persons, missing vulnerable people. Lily and Jack Sullivan, Lansdowne Station, Nova Scotia. The Nova Scotia RCMP is asking for the public's assistance in locating 6-year-old Lily and 4-year-old Jack. They were last seen May 1st on Gairloch Road in Lansdowne Station. That's not what we've learned. So they are taking Daniel Malaya's word for it that they were last seen at home on May 1st. Lily has shoulder-length light brown hair with bangs. She might be wearing a pink sweater, pink pants, and pink boots. Jack has short blondish hair. He's wearing blue dinosaur boots. Does anybody know whether McLeod Road was searched by anyone? Please bring me home, or even RCMP. I know that people that weren't registered with the search were up in that area. Justin was not there. I know there are people who seem to know, you know, they whatever. Justin was not there. Can anyone see what character that is on that t-shirt found? No. Um, there's literally no room for the both to live in the RV. She showed the inside. It's been gutted and there's very bare minimum in there for her as is. Justin wasn't there. I'm sorry, was that Vincent Mallory or just someone else being slightly off? Who? I wasn't aware an emergency alert went out. I do remember people got upset about Amber Alert not going out, but my understanding was an Amber Alert had to be an abduction. I don't know the procedures. So for Amber Alert, you need to meet the criteria that somebody is in grave danger, have a suspect vehicle, um, a suspect in mind, a description, something like that. Now, this is a vulnerable persons alert, and from my understanding, it took hours to go out, and there was another one put out the next day, and even as close as Halifax, people didn't get it. So it's not as widespread as an Amber Alert. And another thing about it too, usually when you see a vulnerable persons alert, I think people usually think it's an adult, maybe a senior citizen, and they don't give it as much attention as they probably should, but they might slough it off as, oh, well, whatever, which is sad. Okay, good to know, Addie. Thank you. I don't think anybody's removed them. Not that I've heard. I mean, I wouldn't know, but not that I've heard. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people think that. It's definitely misinformation. I do know somebody that is in contact, and he was not there. I was cross-referencing burnt shirt with shirts from Giant Tiger and Walmart. Oh, I see. But I'm pretty sure Brad Wong came out and said that was from his property. It was in his fire pit or something, and it wasn't. It was his. I think. I mean, obviously, Angelina, I don't know for sure. And if the RCMP thought that, they could have involvement, they would probably ask them to do a lie detector. But the fact is, if you have an alibi, that's the kind of stuff that the RCMP will go on, a corroborated alibi. And if they had an alibi, they wouldn't have needed to take a lie detector test. An alibi with corroboration is admissible in court. A lie detector test is not. So they would have to have a reason to not believe their alibi. So, but again, I mean, I have no way of knowing. I don't know. Okay. Again, we're not even halfway through the document, so I'm going to zoom out a little bit. And Harley is losing his ever-loving mind at me and wants desperately to be fed. So I will. You think Justin was there? I mean, just hear me out here. Why on earth would he be crying? And that wasn't as per Janie. That was as per Belinda. And he was crying on Monday. And is it possible that on Friday and Saturday and Sunday, searching those woods, nothing coming about, nothing happening, Malaya leaving, is it possible that Justin came to some terrible realization on Monday and it just hit him? And I'm not going to say out loud what that realization could be, but there are other explanations for that happening on Monday. Just my opinion. I'm going to, because I don't want to leave you guys with nothing. I'm going to, what do you think? Another Mike MX video? Mm, mm. So we did not watch the Montreal Road one. I'm going to take this down. I'm going to share him again so I can go feed Harley, and then we'll get back to the document in 5 minutes or less. It's Montreal Road.
Short walk and thinking about Jack and Lily. Friday the 2nd of May, 2:07 p.m. and Constable Mugford brings down the drone that he was operating. And he continues on to carry out patrols between Gerlach Road and Montreal Road. Okay. I don't know which road he was actually on because that's two roads in parallel there. So he could have been going up Lansdowne Road or Matson Road West. And the thing is, I was wondering, would his vehicle have seen the blanket if it was there on the dash cam? Okay, and the thing is, with the dash cam on the RCMP vehicles, it's on a continuous loop. And the way it works is if the operator can either manually turn it on and it will start recording, but it'll also include the previous 30 seconds so as the operator doesn't like miss something. That recording can also be triggered by the lights or the sirens or the microphone. So the chances of the RCMP vehicle actually seeing the blanket hanging out of the tree, if it was there, is actually very slim, unless an officer drove that road that morning using the record button, manual recording. We don't know, maybe they did. As well as that, as far as I could see, that was the first mention of Montreal Road. That was in the documents. And I'll just have a little look on Montreal Road, because it's just a little bit out of the way and it hasn't been mentioned much. And I'll do that now. Okay, from the children's house, to get to Montreal Road, go down Gerlock Road and up Lansdowne Road, past Gordon Summit, past the Pipeline Trail. And it's up here. And that's about 3.7 miles from the children's house. And we get down to street level. We get a proper look at it. It starts off with a bridge. We are using Street View here. The Google car. A couple of things with Street View and the Google car. The camera height at the lens is about 8.2 feet. That's about 2.5 meters. So it kind of has a very good view over obstacles and objects that even people walking wouldn't see or could easily miss. The only problem is these Street View images are about 3 months old. And with Street View, there's a photo taken either every 20 or every 10 meters on average. And with this, we're getting a photo, 360 photo every 10 meters. So with that, we'll continue on for a little look along this road. So 3 months ago, we did still have police activity here, and it appears to be an unmarked RCMP vehicle. And there's a couple of officers, mostly wearing civilian gear, so they're armed, badges on the belts. And they were busy at that time. Yeah, we'll continue on up the road. And just to say, Montreal Road is about 6.4 miles, so that's around 10k. That's 10,000 meters. So that's roughly 1,000 photos, 1,000 360-degree photos. And just for good measure, I'll be doing the road twice, as in up and down. So that's 2,000 photos, looking for anything to do with Jack and Lilly's case. So it's a short video, as videos go, but I'm going to be here a while for Jack and Lilly. So wish me luck. Take care. And good luck.
The following program may contain scenes that may be disturbing to some viewers.
Harley is successfully fed. So we can get back to the document now. I just don't like leaving you guys sitting with absolutely nothing. Okay, there we go. So we went through. So now here we are at the court documents, and I think we've kind of gone over the court documents almost ad nauseum. Are you guys good with us not going through the court documents right this second? Is that cool with you, or do you want to? We can skip down to polygraph results. Polygraph test done on May the 12th by Daniel. His result was truthful. We can find it if you want, but I don't see a value in it because we've done that already. And on the same day, Malaya did hers, and she was truthful. Not till June 10th was Janie asked to do it, but she wasn't suitable for polygraph testing. And then on June 12th, Cody Sullivan was found to be truthful. And then we jump all the way to July 2nd. Cindy and Wade were given their polygraphs, and they were both found to be truthful. Investigators comment, at this point in the investigation, Jack and Lily's disappearance is not believed to be criminal in nature. I do not have reasonable grounds to believe a criminal offense has occurred. Because Jack and Lily are still missing, polygraph examinations were conducted with the intention of ruling out that possibility. But if the questions that Daniel said they asked are a little bizarre. So Brian Ward's statement, Lily and Jack were at school on Tuesday when Daniel took them off the bus at 2:42 p.m. There was, what is this? Does it go over it all? Can I hide this? Cannot. There was Wednesday and they were not at, there was no school on Wednesday and they were not at school Thursday or Friday. It was a normal routine for Malaya or Daniel to take the kids off the bus because Jack was buckled. He couldn't unbuckle the seat himself. As the drivers, they're not allowed to do it. They're not allowed to touch the kids. The buses have video surveillance. He pulled the video and dropped it off at the bus depot. Brian Ward found out Lily and Jack were missing from his daughter and went to help with the search. So the statement of Nancy Gallant, Jack and Lily's teacher. She never met Malaya but spoke to her. She was polite in conversation. She asked Malaya about the kid's biological father, Cody Sullivan. Malaya said he did not have contact with them, and they were marked absent by Malaya by email Thursday and Friday. Statement by Malaya's grandmother said the last time she saw the kids, she was not sure of the date, but it was earlier in the week, 1 to 2 weeks before they came over. Daniel stayed in the car. Malaya and Daniel left to take Meadow to an appointment. Malaya might have gotten groceries, but she couldn't remember if she took the children or not, which is weird. Patty said she spoke to Malaya almost every day. Had wild thoughts, walked into big stores like Walmart without pants. I had lost everything. Then on top of it all, got arrested twice for going number 2 outside, catching my waist. What's going on? Good Lord. Hope you're okay now, Vinny. I accidentally read spam. Did you guys get rid of them? Do you have proof of that? Hmm. I don't want to zoom out. I won't be able to read it, but how do you get over? Wish I could hide this side panel. How do I do this? View. A little better, but I still can't see it all. No, how do I see it again? Video footage. So this is not actual video footage. Pink blanket. I don't want to talk about the blanket. So here's plunder. Well, I want the Janie's contradictions. Man, this Melissa, if you're watching, I need to be able to download this, and I won't change anything, I promise. Okay, so we know that I put the video out with all of Janie's voice clips. She said her trailer was searched 3 times, twice on Friday and once on Sunday. I had search and rescue, one of the search and rescue guys come in. 3 of them came in and they searched my trailer thoroughly. Yeah. I can't say for sure that I'm gonna watch all of this, guys. That's a lot. I do remember we looked at these. I don't know. This is all in that video that I put up. I don't wanna listen. Is that terrible? That we don't wanna listen to her? And here's all the screenshots from DT, because we know that she's, generally speaking, only comes out on DT. Let's look at this one. Daniel contradictions. Because, I betcha. So there's CBC News, CTV News. I can't go running through the woods. I want to, but I just can't right now. And then the very first day, I wasn't around very much because I was just searching. I was running through the woods, screaming their name until my throat hurt. And somebody had told me, well, as soon as the RCMP showed up, he was not allowed to go out back into the woods. But he was. And we know that because by day 2, when Belinda was there, she didn't meet Daniel because he was busy searching. He was back in those woods. Hey, Belinda. Was that really Vincent? The same Vincent that made a big post the other day that said his mind is fine? He does, and I have suspicions that certain people are in his ear and they're exploiting that man, and it makes me sick. You know who you are. You're probably listening, so you need to get good with whoever you pray to, because what you're doing is wrong. So I don't know where else to go with this, you guys. The only person that has been forthright and open and honest is Belinda, so I don't know that there's any value going through that. And then, I mean, I'm surprised that Melissa only has this for Jordan and Darren. There is an absolute ton of content with these two. Well, not Jordan. He spoke once, and then Jordan spoke on November 17th to Mike. But I mean, there's a lot to be loaded in here to basically, in my opinion, really look into where the narrative came from. I think it's important. I do. Um, yes, April, I'm serious, and it's just my opinion, and I'm not gonna put it out there right now, but I have voiced my opinion to who needs to hear it, and I hope that I mean, whatever, like, I hope I'm wrong, but if I'm not, I hope they're taking into account the damage that they could cause by exploiting these people with problems with addiction, might be struggling with mental health for no benefit. No benefit whatsoever. My opinion only. So what do you think of that? It's a pretty impressive document still in it's gonna be in progress until the day Jack and Lily are found, no matter what that looks like, or charges are laid. People have kind of visceral reactions to situations, and I feel like Jordan is a very reactive person, and I think that I don't think I know that they've made amends, so I don't know that there would be any value in putting that up when it's not current and it's not relevant anymore. Drippy herself has made amends, and they talk things out like adults should do. So they did. So I mean, I like to try to put myself in somebody's situation, and I can't imagine how I would feel if I was being dragged into something because of things my dad had said and because of who I choose to be friends with. And like I said, he appears to be a very reactive individual. So yeah, Mary, I disagree. But then again, if you think that Jordan had something to do with it, maybe it would be relevant, but I don't. Um, you're going to get more cooperation from people when you're not judging them for a single bad mistake or a poor decision. Everybody makes mistakes. And to my knowledge, since that time frame, those few days, he has calmed down, and I think that I don't know myself, but I think that he's played a part in helping Daniel realize that what he was doing wasn't helping and that he needed to take a break. I don't know for sure, but I suspect that Jordan had a big hand in convincing Daniel to step back and take a break. That's just my opinion. I have no information to confirm that right now, but my speculation. He lost his job and girlfriend because of Durwood's bullshit. Of course, his behavior is not ideal. Right? Like, how would you feel? How would you feel if you were put in that situation by your dad? Ouch. Ouch. And he wouldn't stop. No matter the damage he was causing, he would not stop. That would get me pretty fired up too. especially if I had a misplaced loyalty or obligation to protect and defend. I'd be pretty pissed off too. At the end of the day, I just want to know where these children are, and in my opinion, their parents know where they are. Somebody does. Somebody does. Give me a sec, I want to check my messenger. It was kind of buzzing and I was ignoring it. Um, who are we looking at? So, okay. Was it Vinny? I think it was a troll. I don't think Vinny would do that a day after posting that his mind was perfectly fine. Do you? Okay, but the person that I know that Daniel still does respond to, according to Daniel and according to Shannon, and then according to Shannon's parents, they do not know each other. So I don't think so. I don't think so. Peace Spice. I don't know that he was medicated for his mental health. Somebody that I know who is a nurse was able to identify the medication that was on the bottle that he flushed, and it was cholesterol medication and aspirin. So what he did flush didn't affect his mental stability, you know? So, but he made a post. Do I have it? He made a post. Wolfie, if you have that post, I think I sent it to you. Um, uh, there's just so much. Like if I could do so much. And then my daughter, my oldest daughter, she's decided she's interested in the Idaho 4 case. So she was asking me about Brian Koberger selfies. So I saved one. So I've got all this Jack and Lily stuff, and smack dab in the middle of it, I've got this creepy selfie of Brian Koberger. Disconcerting. Anyways, Wolfie, if I sent that to you, oh, here it is. I'm gonna send it just so that I can pull it up easy. I wasn't gonna do this, but I mean, I might as well. I might as well, just to show you guys, like it wasn't, I think it was yesterday or the day before that he made this post. And it also made me wonder if somebody else had been talking to him, and I'm not gonna spell it out. I'm not gonna connect the dots, but we did go over something yesterday. And it was just odd to me that this post was made just a little while before the shit that I shared with you yesterday. Having said that, I need my window shared, this one. So, and I don't know who he was talking about. He might have been talking about me. He might have been talking about crime lines and lies or whatever. But true crime, your channel's coming off the station and you're probably going to be charged. Read what I put on my profile. You mutts, my body is fucked up. Inside my body's fucked up. My brain's not fucked up. You didn't read all my posts. You know why? Because you're like the RCMP. And then this was the picture. If a channel is using your name, family names, or photos and claiming you murdered or harmed children, that can be defamation, libel, harassment, false allegations. This is not legal in Canada, the US, or anywhere else. Personally, I think it was me he was talking about, but it just didn't. I never accused him or anybody else of. I'm probably the only one that hasn't accused him or anybody else of doing anything. So, I mean, every single one of them collectively can kiss my ass. It doesn't, whatever. Look at ding, ding, ding. Yeah. And he didn't post this screenshot. This is basically almost word for word here what he accused me of in my comment section, which is why I have a sneaking suspicion that these people in Durwood's camp are in Vincent's ear and they're exploiting that man. My opinion only. But you can see here at this, whatever day that was, I think it was yesterday. No, it was the day that I was sick and I didn't do a live stream. It was that day that this stuff was posted, and Durwood posted on my thing like a couple hours later. So, okay, he posted the same thing, right? And almost word for word on my on my on my comments on my replay. So, her channel is called Crime Lines and Lies. I'm True Crime Story. So who knows? Who knows? But it's pretty clear to me you don't have to be an armchair detective to figure out that they're talking. And I wish they would leave Vincent alone. He needs to be at peace. So, just my opinion. But like I was saying, you can see here he's saying that his mind is fine. That's what he's saying. So we take people at their word. So I don't know if Vinny that was in here was him. So please, everyone, if you can, go copy and paste the letter Shar drafted. Okay, Shar didn't draft that letter, April. That was Root's strength. But I put it on my community. And yeah. True Lies he was talking about. Who is True Lies? It's Crime Lines and Lies, or Crime Lines and Lies, right? That's the one that was going off on accusing Daniel of being a pimp and the innocent girl, in my opinion, of working for him in that capacity. And that is the channel that was doing that. That was the channel that Shannon's parents commented on. They asked her to take the live stream down. Shannon wrote her a private message, and instead of obliging her and taking it down and doing more research, she decided to make a video out of it. So, correct. Correct. I saw Dick Wood's Chat GPT post. I knew when I read what he wrote on your YouTube came from Chat GPT. Dick Wood doesn't have two brain cells that. Well, I mean, he was obviously lying to Chat GPT, the information he was feeding into AI, because I've done nothing of the sort. He has. In fact, he has. He has accused the Native people of wrongdoing in this case over and over again for 7 months solid. He has harassed and defamed every single podcaster or YouTuber that doesn't agree with him all over Facebook publicly. He is the one. And the only reason we're not going after him is because we have our big person pants on. We don't have our panties in a knot. We can take it because we know where it's coming from. Okay. Nothing he says or does is going to affect me or Justin or Sunny or anybody else negatively. Nothing he says about us personally. He can't hurt us because we're not doing anything wrong. There are channels out there that he could maybe possibly have a case against, but it ain't this one. Just saying. This is True Crime Story, Wolfie. Welcome. Welcome. I don't care who did it, just send the emails. Right. That's defamation. Correct. Like I said a few days ago, he's accusing you and others of doing what he has been doing, and that's why I called him a complete donkey. He just doesn't get it. He is a misogynist. He's a bigot. All bark, no bite. Projection king. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, exactly, guys. Exactly. So, 2 hours and 36 minutes. That's not too bad. Do you guys have anything else you want to talk about? I know I missed a ton of comments. I'm sure of it. Do you want to show that? I can maybe do a template. Mhm. Mhm. Let me see, remove this, and then I'm going to reshare my community page. Boop. Then all I'm going to do is copy this bad boy. And then I will paste it into my Word doc. When you copy and paste it, it looks like shit, just heads up. But then you are left with yes, and then you can just go in and make it look professional, pretty, put your own name in. There it is. So easy, written for you, and then just attach it to an email to that. I think it's pretty safe to say if they didn't, they sure do now. What the heck is Durwood trying to accomplish? Distraction. Thank you for all you do, Roots. I know that you give a lot of support where support is needed, and you guys are appreciated. Hey, Bubbles, you're late. We're just about to end. Sex monster, he calls himself. Laugh my ass off. What the fuck is going on with the water in that area for real? Yeah. Have you heard RCMP recently wanted to do another search and Malaya objected? No, I didn't hear that. When Vincent came into True Lines, grabbed the mic as she made it a free-for-all, she made it a part 1. She said she made a part 2, but hasn't put it up. I know from someone inside of the RCMP that when they read his Facebook posts on giving the RCMP an ultimatum, the whole room busted out laughing so hard you could hear it clear down the other end of the hall. I believe it, and that's what I said, like, a week ago. I was like, this is the same man that called them incompetent, arrogant clowns, and he's gonna give them an ultimatum, and he thinks they're gonna do anything for him? When his information was sketchy at best, he didn't want to give it. He was confrontational and evasive. But the information he did give, they ran down, and guess what? Still no Jack and Lily. So, wait, now he's adding David Mitchell into his story. Who's David Mitchell? Marie, he spit out so many names this week. It's wild. Yeah. And who is David Mitchell, the one that was also in the Dylan Eller case? The Facebook guy that wasn't allowed to post anymore? Oh. David Mitchell is missing. Do you guys remember I don't know if anybody was in the Facebook groups at the very beginning. There was a woman in there that was related to everybody. She was everybody's cousin, and even like Dylan Eller, she was Dylan Eller's mom's cousin. She was Belinda's cousin, and she was, I think, Daniel's cousin, and somebody on Malaya's side. Like she was everybody's cousin. That might be what we're seeing here. Linda, my conversation with Durwood, he still believes First Nations plays a big part. To him, it makes sense. Of course it would. He's a misogynistic bigot. And I would like to say, I hope that he was kind to you. I can only imagine, Belinda, and I'm so sorry that something that I said caused him to call you. Nobody should have to deal with. David is missing from New Brunswick, not Nova Scotia, but Vincent knows him. He did apologize. Yeah, well. It always surprises me that people, after months and months of being attacked and defamed and harassed and everything that he's claiming, like poor pitiful me, they don't change the way that they deal with people. They don't learn from their mistakes. If he wants information, if he wants people to believe him or to work with him, maybe try to be a little bit nicer. And I mean, I talked to him, and I've got an entire messenger conversation where I'm telling him, "Be kind." It's hard to be kind when people are attacking you. Yes, but you're the bigger person, and you turn that around. It's not hard once you put your mind to it, but he just doesn't have the capacity to understand that, I guess. That's his biggest problem, Gren. I agree. Is the office led? First Nations would not hide children or crime. He is completely office led. Absolutely. Mhm. So I wonder if Durwood is finally starting to realize he is being fed BS. No, no. And that's why I don't think he's been fed anything. I really don't. I really don't. I don't know where or how or why he came up with it, but I believe he's manufactured this himself. He's creating the bullshit. In my opinion, Durwood is using the fact that he's related to Malaya's family to fabricate his stories and get his fame, thinking he's the big hero. You're only going to be the big hero if the kids come home safe and sound. 7 months, you guys. 7 months. I don't see a hero in this. The hero might very well end up being Belinda for not giving up. And for all of you, for, keep watching and keep listening and keep sharing ideas and talking about them and not letting it just fade away. That's what's going to happen until we get there with Charmaine's crew and we go and we do our thing in the spring. We'll make some headway and we'll make some noise. Write your letters, guys. Send them in. Let's try to make some noise on the 7-month mark. We, very quietly and respectfully observed Jack's birthday. Very quietly and respectfully covered 6 months. Maybe making a little bit of noise this month is not such a terrible idea. I don't get customers. Thank you, Peggy. I'm gonna put you guys on hold. I don't want to let you go just yet. I'm gonna put you on hold. My doorbell. I apologize. That was weird. We're good. Anyways, thank you so much, Peggy. That is very nice of you. I appreciate it. Anything else? What's he apologizing for? Well, still, oh, he probably went off on Belinda for absolutely no reason. No, we were talking, it seems, Bobbles, that Vincent may have come in here, and the idea when he came in here just brought up a screenshot that I pulled up, and turns out it was basically word for word what Durwood had posted on my comments, and also I guess somewhere else as well. So that's the only reason why it came up. We are the voices. We absolutely are, and we're not going to stop. They said even we have nothing to talk about, we're going to sit here together and we're going to babble. We are going to do. Well, we have some work to do when it comes to planning the members live with the, the fun fact, the 12 days of Christmas for Jack, Lily, and Darius. We will, you know, we'll do maybe share recipes or hot chocolates or Christmas drinks or whatever. We'll figure out some fun stuff to do, get us out of this darkness while still remembering and personalizing Jack and Lily and Darius. And we will make a plan, and any ideas for that kind of stuff, just let me know. And if where are we here? If you want to donate to the Christmas hampers up here, I believe. My screen, it's here, but I guess here is my PayPal. On my community, there is a email address for e-transfer. YouTube, I won't get the money in time, but either way, I appreciate everything everybody does, and we're going to make a difference. Carly's here. You guys can't see him here, but Carly, can you see him? Can you see his big head? Where do I shut my name off? I don't even know. Style. What is your problem? What? You wait. Anyways, Absolutely. That's my point. They do wellness checks. They absolutely do. Who is the other person in Nova Scotia we should send the letter to? Hey. And he's farting again. Well, I want to be able to send the money for the hampers by the 10th of December and have the hampers done and ready to go by like the 15th. That's my idea. That was Harley. He's literally like he's right there. Let me get rid of sorry, Gren. He's right there. He just ate his supper. I think that means you have to go poop. Do you have to poop? And go outside? Yeah. Yeah. I think we better go. His name is Harley. He's 141 pounds. He's adorable. He's the love of my life. And I think he has to poop. So with that, I'm going to let y'all go. Go to my community page. Gren, I will add other email addresses to that community post. As soon as I can, Seawood or anybody else that has that information, Roots, please send it to me. Quick as you can. Quick. Whew, he really has to go. He is a Great Pyrenees mixed with a lab. Yes, honey, we're going. We're going. We have to say bye. He is adorable. He's everything to me. We'll reconvene tomorrow, guys. Okay? Have a terrific night. Thank you for your generosity, everybody, and the gifted memberships. Seriously, I can't believe you made me cry, but you did it. You did it. So thank you. Have a good night. Bye.
We're going down the rabbit hole.